The dichotomy of both of your lives in your later years of life is quite hilarious.
Oh,
you
my
are
God.
going to Casa,
so I
getting
thought-
Botox, and Dad's
Yeah,
going to the
I
farm
know.
and getting a pickup truck.
I know.
It is quite hilarious. Hello, Mother.
Well, hello, Katie.
We
are
at the
apart.
studio.
I was going to say, yeah.
We are apart, and I am at the studio because I'm just like behind, and I was filming a bunch of classes, and I'm going to film after this. I just didn't have time to run home, but I have a big studio light, so I should probably look good. But I'm looking at myself in this video, and I'm looking very brunette.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you are.
Whoa, right?
Yeah.
You know, I go through phases, right? Like I go through phases of me being like, oh, I'm like embracing the natural color, and then I look back on photos when I'm like really blonde, and I'm like, that was a nice time.
Yeah. Well, I'd like to see you a little lighter, but you know what? I love you any way you come, Katie. Any way you are.
Thank you so much. You know, I think I might do when I go in before my birthday, because I don't know if anyone else.
So you're going to wait another 5 weeks.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else can, relate to this, but being an Aries, I take my birthday very seriously, and I do all the beauty things to make sure I'm looking and feeling my best on my birthday. You know, I scheduled Nurse Tara to get all the Botox, the laser, the microneedling, and then I'm scheduling for my hair extensions, for my hair color, all the things.
Well, speaking of Nurse Tara, I was just there. I mean, I don't do it around my birthday, but I mean, I just happened to be in New York.
I know, we haven't even talked about it. How did it go?
And very well, but it is torture.
What did you get done?
Just torture. I mean, and I love her to death. And she's the one that says it too. She goes, I'm sorry for torturing you. I said, how can anybody do more than that? Lutronics that I do,
Mom,
which is
that's a cakewalk. That's nothing. You could not even handle microneedling then.
Never. But microneedling, they do numb you up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't get numbed for this.
Yeah, but that one's quick. I've done the Lutronic too.
It is not quick, people. It is not quick.
I think, but even with the numbing too, like, yes, it helps a lot, but it's still tender. But I will die on this hill. Microneedling is the number one best beauty investment I've ever done.
Katie, I've been reading. They've been saying not to that.
Well, I'm telling you what I feel.
Yeah, I know. I'm reading some things that are saying,
because it's the different. I asked Nurse Tara about it. Actually, it's a different type of. It's the PRP microneedling, or something like that. I don't know the details.
Whatever.
The one that I do is not the one that has conflict to it.
Yeah.
Because there is one microneedling that does have conflict that goes even deeper into the skin.
Oh,
or the one that I use doesn't go that deep.
No, I can't.
But I also really want to try Moxie laser.
Oh my God, no.
No,
you're thinking of CO2 thing? Oh my God, these women come out, Katie, and they're like burned. Their skin is burned.
I know. But I want to try the Moxie. It's not as intense, but it just gets rid of freckles. You don't need to, Katie.
You don't have. Oh, please, just don't do that, honey. Please.
What? I want perfect glass skin.
No. Nurse Tara, if you're listening, and I know you are, don't do that to her.
I don't think she even does Moxie.
No.
CO2, I don't need CO2. That's insane.
No, you don't need any of that stuff. You're beautiful just the way you are.
Okay.
You are.
So tell me more about what you got done.
Just that and some Botox. And, the Botox, I'm not good with needles at all either. She does them fast.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, you're just like, you don't even have time to think,
Yeah.
But, which is good for me.
Yeah.
But I'm just not good with that. I just have a lot of anxiety.
See, that is like nothing. I can handle it.
Yeah, I just do.
I can handle it.
We'll see. It always makes me feel better in a week or so.
Back to my hair. I think I want to, because I'm just really on this hair health journey, and I think I'm going to get my extensions out a little bit earlier.
But do you notice a difference, Katie?
I mean, yes, but I feel like I'll notice more of a difference when I get my extensions out. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I've been so consistent with my hair scalp serum. I use the one from Cici. It's expensive, but I use it morning and night. And I think it also really, really works. Mm-hmm. And then I've been taking the Omi health or Omi hair peptide growth serum. Not growth serum, growth gummies, whatever
Oh,
they're called.
gee.
OMI hair peptides.
Okay.
And they're 2 gummies. If you take it on an empty stomach, you get a little nauseous, but that's okay. What we do for beauty.
Oh,
And
God.
again, I think they've helped as well.
But I mean, helped in what way? You can feel that your hair
Like,
feels thicker,
yeah, and I've noticed like more regrowth, like
growth.
where I lost a lot of hair here, where like with Cici, I feel it's like growing back. I feel like I have a ton of new regrowth on the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good. I don't know. My hair is starting to grow back now too. We cut it a little too much the
I
last
know.
time. But
Your hair looks
let's
good when
not
it's a
talk
little bit
about
long.
my hair. Let's just
Okay.
not talk about my hair. It just gets me full of anxiety, and I don't want to talk about my hair.
Full of anxiety. I was going to give you a
Anyhow,
compliment.
oh, you were going to give me a compliment? What were you going to say?
I was going to say it looks better when it's a little bit longer and a little more full.
Yeah. Dear
You used to get perms, didn't you?
Oh, I loved perms.
You did.
I did. I loved it because it just made my hair thick.
But do
That
you
was
think
the
it
90s.
ultimately then
Oh, it
damaged your hair?
damaged the hell out of my hair because I would get it permed and I would go to Boston store, beauty
Okay.
shop. Yeah. Just like nothing,
Yeah.
just anybody there to give me a perm. Sure. They fry the hell out of your hair, basically, right? But it gives you body
Yeah, because you a curl.
because it gives you a curl, but then I would straighten the curl out, right? To make it just
So
poof.
how often would you get a perm?
Well, maybe twice a year, maybe.
Oh, it lasted that long?
Oh, yeah, because it grows out and that's fine. Just as long as I have a little something. But oh my God, talk about damaging your hair. And then I go back and get it blonded.
Yeah, I know.
And finally, when I finally started going to halfway decent beauty shops that I could afford,
Mhm.
when I could afford it, they said, Carol, is one or the other. You cannot do this anymore.
Mm.
You're not going to have any hair left.
I
And I
know.
thought, oh, okay. And then I
I'm
thought
so
about it and I thought, well, I got to be blonde. So
I'm
yeah.
so jealous of the girls who have thick hair.
I know. Every time I see somebody that has just beautiful thick hair, I always say that. I say, you have gorgeous hair.
Like the
Like
amount of
Lizzie,
money they're
Lizzie's
saving,
hair.
the amount of money that they're saving on
I
just
know.
everything. Like it is expensive to be a blonde in more ways than one.
Yeah. But my daughter-in-law, Lizzie, has hair. When I say thick, I mean, she can barely put her hair in a ponytail because
I know.
it's just the most gorgeous. I says, thank God you're infusing some of that good hair genes into the Shealy family.
Yeah. Mhm.
Katie, Daddy
Yeah.
went shopping. I got to
Oh,
get
Lord
this
have
off my
mercy.
chest right now because
Okay.
this is like what I went through yesterday online to stop the packages from
What do you
coming.
mean?
I don't know what Dad did, and I don't think I better mention the name of the person, but he must have been on
Well,
TikTok.
mentions the name and then you can just bleep it out.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
Mhm. Well, everybody would know that, but we're going to bleep him out.
Okay.
Anyhow, he was doing something on an infomercial saying that if you take a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons a day of his olive oil,
Okay.
it would, be a huge health benefit.
Okay.
Dad signed up for it.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
have
olive oil
Katie,
is what?
Katie, he is not taking it. He's not doing it. I have 9 bottles of olive oil right now, and it keeps coming. And it comes in packages of 3s. 3 huge bottles of olive oil. I said, Kevin, did you do this? And he said, I don't know. I said, Kevin, did you do this, honey? Yeah, I guess I did. He said, well, it sounded good. I said, I know, but you're not doing it. And I can't get this to stop. This is like crazy. So finally I went online pretending that I was him. And I thought, I'm not going to go on the telephone because they put you on hold. That doesn't work.
Yep.
So I went on that. They say, would you like to chat? And you're just typing to somebody.
That's an AI. It's not a real person.
Okay. Well, this AI, he probably had it from me because I kept saying, okay, so I started out by saying, we need to cancel my subscription. And then the AI comes back. How many
But
bottles do you have?
can
I
we
said, I have
talk about
9 bottles.
Can we
And
talk
I said, I
about
need to
why,
stop.
like, what are the health benefits that got Dad all riled up? Because he's not like the
No, he's
spitting
not.
image of like a
Katie,
health and wellness human.
no, and I use only olive oil, so that's fine. But
No,
I
but
don't
there
know. I
is
don't know.
like a health community that takes like a tablespoon or 2 tablespoons of olive oil every single day. And I don't know the benefits, but it's supposed to be good for tuna. You know that
For
skincare?
heart.
Huh?
It's supposed to be heart healthy.
Okay.
Yeah,
But like
which is good.
like skin and hair and whatever. But like,
Yeah. But
it's just too much
but all
stuff.
I'm saying is that, I have olive oil, and this is supposed to be some kind of special olive oil that has something special in it. I don't think so. Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'm talking to the little chat guy saying, stop it. I got 9 bottles. Then he says, well, we can put you on a different subscription. That I said, nope, I want it canceled. Then they come back again and saying, well, why don't we try? I said, do not ask me any more questions. Cancel the
Getting feisty.
subscription. So finally he came back. He said, your subscription has been canceled. And I said, thank you for listening.
Wow.
Goodbye. I mean, but this was going
Goodbye.
back and forth and back and forth. Okay, so I got that stopped. Well, and then Dad came to pick me up at the airport, and I hadn't seen him for a couple weeks, right?
Mhm.
Because I was in New York. And he said, I'm there waiting for you. And I thought, where is he? I'm looking and looking. Well, he bought a new car. This is not a new car. This is a huge truck, pickup truck. Katie, it does not fit in the garage.
What do you mean it doesn't fit in the garage?
Does not fit in the garage.
So that's just going to be on your driveway forever now?
Yes.
Wow.
said,
How does that make you feel deep inside?
Kevin, because so he had to get out of the car because I wasn't looking for a pickup truck to pick me up, right? I mean, you had to get a step stool to get me to, get me into the
The dichotomy of both of your lives in your later years of life is quite hilarious.
Oh,
you
my
are
God.
going to Casa, getting Botox, and Dad's going to the farm and getting a pickup truck.
I know.
It is quite hilarious.
So I thought, I don't want to just get off the airplane and start, bitching and all that. And he goes, what do you think? I said, it's big. It's big. Yeah, it's big. Yeah. He says, look, I got a second row of seats. I said, yeah, that's fantastic. And I said, is this going to be your car now? I thought we were talking about maybe you getting the Willie, the little.
Well, I think you wanted the Willie, Mom.
Well, because I thought, let's just go halfway. If you want a pickup truck, then just get a little Willie.
I know, but that's what you wanted. He wanted.
And what does he do?
He said
goes
no.
Just the opposite and gets a truck that is so big. And I just looked at him. I said, yeah, it is big. I said, is there a reason for this truck to be so big? And it's white.
Okay, that's my only qualm.
I know I'm bitching now, but I didn't do this to him. I just let him,
if we're
revel in
a white
this.
car, I'm sorry, a white car is just disgusting.
Well, I don't know if it's just, he said, you know why he got the white car? Because it was on sale, because it was cheap. Well, I said it was because no one else wanted it, Kevin. So anyhow, I said, this is rather large. And I said, I was I was just waiting for him to say it. And he says, well, it's heavy enough to haul things on the land. I said, yeah.
Yeah.
Okie doke. We're not going to go there.
Or a big shopping haul. You love a car to haul your TJ Maxx finds.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, so that's what I came home to. Yeah, the olive oil that didn't stop and the big white pickup truck.
We really have to start now putting our name forward so we can be in the 4th of July parade in Wisconsin. Because
he's got a pickup truck for you.
I know. Do you want me to handle this? Because I can handle it.
Yes, I'm not going to handle it.
We need to be in that parade. I'll be putting on a crown. We'll get all the kids in the pickup truck and we can throw out candy. And then maybe it's a full circle moment.
There you go. From the Mini Cooper that was in it now to the pickup truck. Yeah.
The Mini Cooper wasn't in the parade.
I think it was. That one year with Critty.
Christopher was never in the parade.
It was the Fox Point pool parade. Yes, it was. The Fox Point village of Fox Point. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was, Katie.
Well, I need a parade moment.
Anyhow, so yeah, that's that. Anyhow, that's that. So Katie, you had a fun weekend.
We had such a fabulous weekend. We went up to Vermont with two of our best like couple friends and their baby and Cici are exactly to the day a month apart, which
Oh
is
my
like
gosh.
so incredible. So vacationing and like traveling with a couple who have kids exactly the same age as you do is so nice because you are just on the same schedule. And like, I don't think I realized that until we did this past trip because every single time we've traveled with other kids, they've been either older or really young. So it's
Yeah, but
no
to
one's on the same
to
schedule.
find a couple that you're comfortable traveling with that's not family,
Hmm.
that doesn't always happen.
But we talked about this too. And being in New York and living in New York and like, creating roots in New York City, mostly everyone that is here didn't grow up here. So
It's a
they're most
transplant.
likely not close to their family in distance.
Yeah,
So you have to find like your kind of chosen family and people that
I
you
like
just
that.
want to like raise
Yeah,
your kids
spend
with
time with.
and like
Yes.
have your tribe. And we obviously, are close with them before we went on this trip. But then after this trip, it just solidified the relationship. And we're going to send our
Oh.
kids to the same school. We're going to do all the same things. They're coming to church with us on Sunday. So, like,
Oh,
it is so lovely. And I learned so much. This is my girlfriend, Madison, and she owns the jewelry company, Fear Finer, which is the best jewelry company in the
yes.
entire world. And the way that she and her husband host is something that I aspire to be. They
Yes.
are so casual about
Effortless.
cooking, whipping up meals, like not even making a whole to do. If it was me or you, we would be stressing out the
Oh, yeah.
entire time about meals, planning it a week before, nudging Matt or dad, being like, get your stuff
Come
together.
on,
Like
come on. Yeah.
it was so calm and cool and collected
Oh,
that made me reflect back. I'm like, whenever we're hosting, it doesn't have to be this stressful thing.
no.
And like I think it comes out of like a good
Wanting
place from the both of us. It's
yeah,
wanting it to be
to be
perfect, but
perfect.
then
Yeah.
we don't end up enjoying any bit of it because we're
Yeah.
just stressing on making it perfect for
But
everyone
it's
else.
but it's getting better, Katie. You're not like that.
No, but like I think we both can be like that.
Yeah, but we're we're
And,
we're doing pretty good.
yeah, but the
Okay, so
level
so
between
tell me
us
though
and
though,
them is just very
it's
different.
very different. Okay, but so does the husband Rich help
Mhm.
out just as much?
Totally. I mean,
Oh,
Maddie's
I
like
love
cooking
that.
and she's doing the whole thing. And like I said, when it's so effortless, Matt and I's mind were blown. Like it was just so casual. Like we were just like talking and then all of a sudden she just whipped out cookies and like brought fresh cookies. We're like, what? Where'd these cookies come from? She's like, oh, I made the mix before and I froze it and then I brought it here. I'm like, but you didn't even make a whole scene of making the cookies. I feel if it
Cookies.
was me, I'd be like, everyone, I am making cookies now. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I know.
Or like just whipping up all these things. It was just
But see how
phenomenal.
you're learning from somebody else like that. That's wonderful. But I have a
Totally.
feeling that uh, her mom, because I had the pleasure of meeting her mom after
Hmm.
Richie was born, and her mom is so laid back too. And even when we went to their house just to
Yeah.
welcome sweet little Richie into this world, you and I left going,
The same
that
thing.
that was the most chill new baby
Experience I've
visit
ever
we have
had.
ever in my life.
We must be uptight.
Yeah, I think we are a little uptight.
What the hell?
I
Like
know.
it was so
Yes.
relaxing.
Yeah.
And like Richie and Cece were on the exact same schedule. So that when they both napped like the same
Oh, good,
time and then went to
Katie.
bed the same time. And um we spent like the nights like talking all night. I mean, like we went to bed at like
Oh,
1 a.m. because we were up talking and laughing the entire time. And we
oh,
went out in the snow because it was beautiful and snowy and the kids were playing and Cece was like going tubing, wanting more. She has no fear. This child has zero fear. We went to like the mountain. We didn't ski, but we like went tubing and kind of just like to see it. She would have just walked out by herself. She would have gone
sure.
up on like the magic carpet ride to go up to the hill alone by herself.
No
No
fear.
fear. No fear.
I don't know if you were like that, but you were pretty fearless too. You were
Mhm.
pretty fearless. You would have tried anything. Yeah.
Yeah. No fear. And she just loved it. And she loved being with Richie. And it
Oh,
was just, she was so excited to see him in the morning.
oh,
It
so
was just like the
sweet.
sweetest. weekend away. And especially living in the city, like you just cherish those weekends where you can leave the city and like touch grass and like get out into, you know, just
Totally
like fresh
understand that.
air.
Yeah.
And it makes coming back like so invigorating. You get excited about coming back and about being in the city. I don't know.
And
It
that's
was
why
a
so many
lovely.
people have those houses upstate or in the
I know.
Hamptons or in Vermont or wherever just to be able to do that. Yeah. Well, how fortunate, Katie, that you were able to, join them on
I
this
know. It was.
journey. And the drive was fine. It was,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
totally fine. And
Those New
um,
England states are all so close,
it
but they all
was.
have different flavors to them.
And then we went on the way home. We stopped at this country store, which was like this huge country store. And we got all these like fun little homeware things and
Oh,
maple
fun.
syrup. And um, when you can find like a couple that parent the same way that you do, it is just, it's just so lovely. Like, and I think we talked about this too. Like, I feel they're the closest people that we've found that parent very similar to the way that Matt and I parent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we're in the same stage of life. Richie and Cici are the exact same age. All the things like line up. So when you're around that, it just makes everything so comfortable.
And you
And
you just never know when you meet somebody because
mhm,
you met Madison through another friend of yours.
right through
Yeah, and
Callie,
it
I am.
just I mean, yeah.
It's and it made on the way home. Matt and I were reflecting on this too. Is it's so funny how you come to a big city, or if you leave home, or you live somewhere else, how you will find people like you will find your tribe. And like these people were strangers. Like there was,
Yes,
if we didn't come to New York, there'd be in no world where our paths would have crossed.
crossed. I
And like
can't
that's kind
tell
of
you
when you
too,
just like
Katie, how
believe in like everything happens for a
for a
reason. And
reason. And
I don't
do you
know.
know how good that makes me feel as
Yeah.
a mom that's, not close to you in
Mhm.
vicinity, to know that you have these people that you can really rely on and trust and like you say, to have the same kind of value system that you have.
Totally.
I mean, wow.
And
That
we kept on laughing because Maddie's, from Ohio. So these two Midwest girls with the two East Coast boys, like
boys.
it's sweet.
Oh my gosh, how
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, I'm
We had
just
a
so
really, really
glad.
good time.
I'm so glad you had a good time, Katie, this
Hmm.
weekend. Yeah, what
I
a
don't know if
day.
I told this to you either. This is just like a completely other like side note, not even regarding Vermont, but we got our letters back for the two schools we applied for Cici.
And
She got waitlisted for both of them. So I'm just saying this for other
wow.
moms out there who are either going through the process of preschool or kindergarten. I've heard that kindergarten is even harder.
Unbelievable that they
We
don't want to take my Cici?
I know. I was shocked as
What
well.
in the hell?
But New York is just a different animal. And I think too,
Um,
I had a conversation with the girls who started Admit NY, and it's like an agency. And I know everyone that's not in New York is like, what the hell, are you actually insane? But it's an agency that helps you or place your child into schools that you want them to get them you that you want them to get into and help you with the entire process, because there's like applications, you have to go in for interviews. It's crazy, but that's just New York
this
life.
is the 2s and 3s program. I mean,
Correct.
honest to Pete.
Welcome to New York. Um, but now I forgot what I was going to say.
I
What
know
was I
it
going to
just
say?
it
Oh,
blows me.
so I had this conversation with these gals at Admit NY, and they are so helpful. So if I think they'd be more helpful for like a kindergarten admissions or like, grade school, high school, that situation, I think it was a
Yeah.
little early. But she was like, you have to play the game. If you are 100% you want your kid to go into school X or Y, after you went for an interview, you had to write an email saying, oh my gosh, this was so lovely. How amazing. After you went
Well,
in
and
for
you
a
didn't
play
do
date,
any of
and
that.
I didn't do any of that
No.
because part of me was like, I'm not like hell bent on
No.
sending her to a twos program right
No.
now. And like, it's so expensive, A. And with our nanny and like Cece's in a bunch of
Oh,
classes, I
Katie,
think
you
I'm
do
going to
not need
send
that. Yeah.
when come the fall, I'm going to have more of like a set schedule for like classes for her.
Oh, and your sweet nanny finds all these free programs
I
from
know.
going to the temple,
Synagogue.
the synagogue. They have the
Hmm.
little program for the kids singing and amen and all. I mean, so much fun she was having there. To the library, and
Totally.
she's taking her little dance classes. Can I tell you, Katie? Please.
No, I know, but
Yeah.
I think, listen, I think if you put your child in a twos program, they're only going to benefit from it. It's not going to be like a hindrance towards them. Like it's only great things that they're learning and experiencing and being around other kids. But the two programs that we were looking to go to were like the best in the area, right? And because there was such a high demand and because um, so many of the kids had siblings and they get first dibs into the
Yeah.
classes. Cici wouldn't have been the only class time that she would have been offered was an afternoon class time. Like, and
No.
that's during her nap time.
Yeah.
And Cici loves to sleep. So like I'm not gonna take that away from her. Like, can you imagine?
Definitely not. No.
Like that would be so cruel.
No. It all
So I don't
works
know.
out the way it's supposed to. Yeah.
It's stressful, but I feel at least I haven't heard this from other New York City moms or people on the internet. It's okay if your child is waitlisted for a twos program, and it's okay to not put your child in a twos program. They're not going to suffer. They're not going to get into a school for kindergarten. It's okay.
Your mother told you that.
Mom, I know, but like I'm just saying for other moms, it's because you don't hear that narrative like at all here in New York.
Well, unless you're both working such full-time jobs that you need the childcare, it's hard.
Mhm.
Any way around it, it's hard. This childcare situation is very difficult for working parents.
Totally.
It is totally hard. I
Totally.
understand that. I
Hmm.
understand it, but yet I didn't really have to deal with that too much. So,
Hmm.
with you kids growing up, because I was more about at-home
This
mom
this
and
is going back to it. Did you ever travel with like couples?
with couples and with children.
Yeah.
No,
Or
I never
no,
did. Never
you
did.
haven't.
Never did. I did with Wendy and Ron, just that, we did it without children. We went to Las
Yeah.
Vegas.
But just like one time.
Yeah, one time, but no, I guess we really didn't.
Yeah.
If
Because,
we did, it was with family, not with
right.
couples. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anybody else, Katie. I don't think so. No.
No. Because I
We
feel
just
that's a
didn't have the occasion to either, Katie. It would have If we would have, it would have been up north somewhere here. You live in
right.
such a different situation and with the New England states, and there's so much to just quick go here, quick go there,
Right.
and like you say, living in the city, you want to get out, you
Right.
know.
Right.
So there's a difference there, but we really didn't. But there's one thing that Dad and I never liked
Hmm.
was sleepovers
What do you mean sleepovers?
for you kids
Mm.
to go to somebody's house for sleepovers. We talked
Yeah.
about this before. I don't care for them.
Yeah.
I don't think any good comes out of it.
Because they'll be drinking alcohol and getting
No, I
high.
don't. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about when you're little even. I just
Mm.
don't think that's necessary. And it's so funny. And Dad was the one that really said, "No, the kids don't need sleepovers. You don't
Hmm.
know who's coming in and out of the house, brothers and sisters and friends, and it just no good."
I think we have a long ways away from
Yeah,
sleepovers for Cici,
yeah.
so I think that's okay.
But anyhow, I'm just so glad that but I knew you were going to have a fantastic time. You
Of
guys are so
course.
similar, like you say, in so many ways that it's
And Maddie and I were talking. The love charm that
yes.
we collabed on, it's kind of like not a replica. Yeah, it took inspiration, a replica of a French love charm that Matt got me for our wedding. We made one and kind of made it more of like for mothers of like you love your child so much, and we're going to relaunch it
Oh,
this
good.
month before Mother's Day, so you guys
Oh,
can
good.
get the charm. So
Yeah,
I'll
and I
post about
do
that this
have it,
week.
so I'll
But
have to dig mine out and start wearing
yeah,
it again. Yeah.
but we
Um,
also talked about too, which I thought was interesting, like as kids when we went on like vacation, we only went on vacation with the four of us, like our immediate family.
pretty much so.
We never had like grandmas or grandpas or aunts and uncles. Like when we went on vacation, it was the four of us.
I think so.
Where I feel this generation is different. I mean, Matt and I and Cici, we've gone on a couple of vacations, just the three of us, but I feel it's more common for kids our generation to travel with their parents or their spouse's parents.
Yeah, with the grandparents.
Yeah. Do you find that?
I'm just trying to think back. I know that grandma, when she was before her stroke and everything, she would always go on vacations with Marianne and her
Mm,
family.
okay.
Because they did their vacations were always the tours when they were going to Japan and, distant locales, and they wanted to take
Yeah.
the kids. So then grandma would go with them.
Okay.
So that was great. I'm trying to think if grandma ever came with us anywhere.
I don't have any memory
I don't
of her
think
coming
so. Yeah,
anywhere with us.
I don't think so. I think once with Christopher, we took grandma somewhere, but I don't think so. Well, we went up to the Osthoff a lot with grandma. Grandma would always
Yeah.
come up there.
Which is like a
And
lake house,
yeah,
like
our
up
lake house.
north.
And yeah, Joni and Joni's family would come up there. So we
Yeah.
would vacation with them a lot
At the lake house,
at the
like
lake. Yeah.
upstate or
Yeah.
up north.
But
But
yeah,
I
but
feel
that's
that's like a
interesting.
thing where, and I mean, it could be just like the cost is, was different back then versus now. And I don't know, but I feel you find so much more nowadays that families travel with grandparents on either side. But I think there is something that's very special about traveling with your immediate family.
Yeah,
And
I
like
do too.
the first time we did that was when we went to Paris, I think, for Cece's birthday. And then when we went to Nantucket over last summer.
Right.
And there's something that is so magical about those moments of
Yeah.
just being your immediate family, because now you're making memories just for your family, not
Right.
to please your in-laws, not to please your mom, not to do what your
Yeah. And then you
brother
worry
or
about,
sister-in-law
yeah,
or
right,
wherever
right, right.
are wanting to do. You can just focus in on what you want to do and like making the rules for your family.
But I
I
must
think that's
say,
something really special.
I think that's and I think that's important to have. But I have to tell you how much I look forward. At least once a year now, we're doing it where I have you and your family
Totally.
and Christopher and his family, and we're all together in one
I think
spot.
both can live at the same thing. I
Exactly.
think like it's so important to do that as well,
Oh, and
but
I'm just
also
so
taking the
thrilled.
time for your own family, because
Yes.
the most, I feel, pivotal memories for kids is when you get to go on vacation. Like those are the memories that you go back to and you're like, oh my gosh, remember when we went here? Or remember when we
Yeah.
went, to our lake house, or remember when we went on that road trip? Like those are the times that stick out from like the norm of every single day life that
And Katie, I have to tell you, I have no memories of that. We did not do that when I grew up at all.
mm,
Not at all.
right.
The one time we did, it was a disaster. And I won't go into detail, but it was a total disaster. But
Where'd you go?
uh, up north somewhere.
Mm,
Yeah, we won't even go into detail.
we won't
Anyhow,
even go into detail.
never ever did.
Yeah.
And that is so important to have that time to relax and get to know
Get
each
out of
other in
your
a different way,
You can just get out of your own
Yeah,
routine,
yeah,
And I
yeah.
think just spending that time to not focus in on
Anything but just
yeah.
yeah. And I'm so glad we did that. I mean, it was so good for me and healing for me to do that with dad and you kids growing
Mhm.
up. Oh my
Mhm.
goodness. We we
Mhm.
have so many tales to tell, don't we?
Totally.
We just had so much fun. And we continue that. I can't wait. Somebody said, "Do you have any traveling coming up?" I said, "Oh, do I? I can't wait." And
Yeah.
then what did I read on the TikTok or whatever? I got to get off of TikTok. Maybe it was on Instagram. But anyhow,
Probably
it was
TikTok.
saying that now don't travel to Spain. It's like a level, it's gone up to a level 2 or something. I thought, what is in
Well,
Spain now? I thought, oh, forget it. I am
the
going to Spain.
rain in Spain.
Spain stays mainly on the plane.
Mm,
And I thought, nope, I'm not even listening to that because
don't
I
even
am going on
listen.
that pilgrimage come hell or high water.
You are going on that
Speaking of,
pilgrimage.
how is your journey going?
My journey,
Lenten journey?
it's going great.
Good. Mine is going fantastically.
I actually downloaded this app called Be Present, and I got targeted with it. And It's hard, right? Because my life is on social media and my work is on social media. Like I have to have it, but I found myself just being so addicted to it. And like
Yeah.
before bed, I'm just constantly scrolling the doom scroll, or like I'm not even watching videos of them going through them. And this app has you pick the apps that you want to like put guidelines around. So I have TikTok and Instagram. And my first like guideline was I can only open it 20 times a day. I haven't opened it 20 times a day. I open it now like 10 or lower times a day for
Okay.
30 minutes at a time.
Okay.
So once it's done, and then it shuts off between I think like 9:30 and 5 a.m. I can't go on it.
Well, I never do anyhow, but yeah, okay.
Okay. Um, and I really love it. And it just like logs every single time that you log into the app. So it shows you this is like your fifth time logging into Instagram today. This is your second time logging into Instagram
Oh
today.
God, I don't want that. That's just like somebody watching over me.
Okay. But it
But that's good for
helps.
you. That's good.
It
Good.
helps. And just to like
I'm not on
manage
it that
my
much, but
time a little bit
yeah,
more.
I agree. I agree.
'Cause it's hard when it like the lines between like personal and professional are very,
Especially
intertwined.
for you. Yeah. Oh, I thought you were talking about some other kind of app for Lent or something.
A Lenten app? No.
Well, I didn't know. But Dad and I started rewatching, there's 6 seasons of The Chosen.
Oh
And we
God.
don't ever watch it unless it's during Lent because it's just and it's basically the Bible brought to life, and it's really good acting. It's some really good acting. So
Mm.
we look forward to that. We only watch one episode. So I think we're on season 5, episode 3. But anyhow,
So you were rewatching it?
well, it's funny when you only watch it like once a year, you kind of forget where you
You were like
stopped.
so against rewatching things. But when it comes to
What?
Jesus, you're down. You hate rewatching things.
Oh, rewatching things. We did not finish all 6 seasons because they
Mm.
weren't out. I think we stopped at season 4. So yeah, we had to pick up a little bit and then, yeah. No, I don't
Mm.
like rewatching things, but it's good because I
Mm.
never read the Bible.
What?
I never read the Bible.
What do you mean you never read the Bible?
Well, did you sit and read the Bible?
Well, in school we had to.
I don't think so. Even in Catholic school, you don't read the Bible.
I think we
I mean,
I'm pretty sure we
maybe.
read the Bible. We got tested on it. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Oh, yeah, but I mean,
Blessed
starting
is
from
bed that I lay on.
I know, but that's the New Testament. I was talking about the Old Testament and all. You know how I had a friend who had said, "I read the Bible twice." It's like read the Bible from
That's a
cover to
little
cover.
much.
Well, no, that's all right. I mean, I would love to do that, accomplish that someday, but I just
I feel
haven't
like you
attempted
have.
that yet. No, I have not. I mean, I know the Bible. I've sung all the Psalms. I've done, but I have not. I did sit down and read the Bible.
Well, I don't think it's like a storybook like that. I think
Sure,
it's
it
like,
is. It
well,
can
I mean,
be. But anyhow, okay, but regardless, The Chosen, somebody told me about this. I started watching it, and as you do, I love it when it's brought to life.
brought to life.
Yeah, and it is. So anyhow,
Have you caught up on JFK Love Story, Carolyn Bessette?
well, I don't know if I have or not. I guess I
Oh.
haven't because I haven't watched it lately. But I did see a photo of her. She's just so enjoying, and so is he,
Sarah
actually.
Pigeon. I know.
Yeah.
She is so gorgeous.
She is. She was always a brunette. Did you know that?
I know, but she looks so much better blonde.
I think she looks good either or, but I saw her
She's a Broadway girl.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Oh, um, but I saw her. Okay, there was another awards show.
Yes.
It used to be called the SAGs. Now it's called the Actors.
The Actors.
Or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy how many. Anyhow, she was there. I didn't care for what she was wearing though, but
Oh, I loved it. The
that
pink
pink
little outfit.
Oh,
Oh my
okay.
gosh, she was so chic and so elegant. How it came in the bottom and her hair was just like tousled
Okay.
in the little ponytail.
All right.
Makeup was beautiful. No, I thought she was gorge.
She is gorgeous. Yeah, I do think she is too. No, I guess I need to start catching up on that. Did hear that Carol Radswell is going to be a friend of
I know.
of the
A
New York
friend
City
of New York City
Housewives.
Housewives.
I didn't think she'd ever come back because I think she left kind of not happy or something. Okay,
I'm
but
excited.
who did they invite back? Do we know?
We have Erin who's coming back, Cy, Jessel, and then some new gals.
Oh, so those are the only 3.
Correct.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, when is that going to start up, Katy?
I think soon.
Okay, I can't wait.
Remember when I got interviewed to be on the show?
Oh, God, talk about
That's
anxiety for
some lore of
me.
me.
I said,
Anxiety for
no.
you.
I kept saying, I didn't want you doing it. I said, I do not want you on that show.
I know, but it was so fun going through the entire process of interviewing.
No, and then Matt had to go through it.
Mom,
Lord
I
have mercy.
literally told you that they might interview you, and you said, what should I wear?
No, I didn't. I said,
Yes, you did.
Then I thought about it, and I said, every marriage has gone to hell on these shows. I said, I don't know. There's no way.
No way.
Mm-mm.
Carol says no, we can't do it.
All right. I don't know if we're getting near the end here or what, but I have a couple things that I want to finish with. That I have a wonderful poem I have to read.
Okay.
And I know Madison is not going to mind because she just posted it and I read it and I almost started crying. And I thought, I have to share it with all of our listeners. So I have that. I'm going to end with that. But I also want to just say to everybody, and please storm the heavens with what's going on in the world right now with the fighting in the Middle East. It's just awful. So storm the heavens with our patron saints, St. Michael the Archangel, and let's throw in St. Joan of Arc. We need a lady in there too. So throw some prayers their way so that peace will finally happen soon. Anyhow, I'm going to end with a wonderful poem, and it's very apropos for the weekend you had with your sweet little Richie and Cici. And I think that's why maybe Madison posted it too. So I'm sharing it, Madison. So thank you. It is entitled, Do Not Ask Your Children to Strive, Strive, by William Martin. Do not ask your children to strive for extraordinary lives. Such striving may seem admirable, but it's the way of foolishness. Help them instead to find the wonder and the marvel of an ordinary day. Show them the joy of tasting tomatoes, apples, and pears. Show them how to cry when pets and people die. Show them the infinite pleasure in the touch of a hand, and make the ordinary come alive for them. Because you know what? The extraordinary will take care of itself. Isn't that beautiful?
Love that,
And
Mom.
it's so true. You so enjoyed the ordinary, just the wonderful parts of everyday life with your dear friends and their families. So everybody, enjoy the ordinary.
You always brought everything to life for me. You say in the movies, but you always bring it to life.
Aw.
And I think that's the role of a mom.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you, Katy.
Welcome.
So, love you.
And we're ending in tears.
Yeah,
We
as
love
always.
that. Mom, I love you. Short, sweet episode today, but heartfelt one.
Yes.
Everyone, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow us on YouTube. We have the entire podcast recorded, uploaded to YouTube so you can see us. I think that's all she wrote. New episode every Thursday. And we'll see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.